2015, we experienced an impressive growth story in the UK market. We saw around about 3.5 gigawatt of installed capacity by end of last year, which is by far the biggest market in Europe. UK market probably makes up around about 50% of the total European market, which is a pretty impressive growth story, thanks to an extremely successful ROCs support scheme in the UK. For 2016, the outlook is certainly different. We experienced a very strong Q1 still, thanks to the end of the 1.3 ROCs scheme. There is still a significant rush of installations going on as we speak. And then after end of March, there will certainly be a very significant slowdown of the UK market. We can compare this to what we saw in the German market 2 to 3 years ago. There is a certain transition period, a kind of hangover after very significant installations. Market players have to change their business models. They have to focus on new market segments. They have to focus on new technologies and applications. More into, let's say, rooftop, both residential. We also see in the long run an interesting commercial rooftop segment with more and more storage solutions with optimized modules as well. We get access to these new market segments, but it will take some time. It's a transition period. It's natural. It happened in other countries as well. We are absolutely confident about the long-term potential of the UK market. It will be a different market. It will not be a feed-in tariff-driven, subsidy-driven market. It will be a market which will rather work on, let's say, energy cost savings, self-consumption, or storage solutions as well. So that's a significant change, which will take a couple of months for sure. But market players are preparing for that, and a consolidation will lead to the strongest and most professional players staying in the industry, whilst some other players will also be shaken out of the market, like we saw it in Germany. In terms of Jinko, we have experienced an extremely successful year 2015, the best, most successful year ever in Jinko's history. We sold close to 600 megawatts into the European market in general, and a very big part of that is, of course, into the UK market, which was by far the strongest driver. We are still experiencing very, very strong demand now within Q1, and then from Q2 onwards, Jinko has already prepared for this transition that is happening. We are switching our product portfolio more towards optimized modules, our so-called Jinko Smart modules, which are the new technology for the rooftop segment, both residential and commercial rooftops. And this is something together with our partners that we will develop together. We see a pretty attractive new growth market in this field, especially with lower cost storage solutions acting as an enabler and a facilitator, especially for commercial and residential rooftops as well. So Jinko stays absolutely confident about the future of the UK market. What would certainly help most is the falling of the minimum price. As soon as the minimum price will fall, we will immediately see grid parity projects coming up in the UK. PPAs of 50, 100 megawatt projects are under preparation by our customers. Those projects will immediately start as soon as we can offer the global market price in Europe again. So we are positive, and we are well prepared to support our partners as well for this transition period and for a new market environment in the future.